Hello everybody. Hope you all can hear me okay. I completely forgot to have my mic and video set up. Not like I've done this a whole bunch of times or anything. Welcome everyone to solo rolling tonight. And maybe the next week also, because this one looks like a pretty big one. We are playing Tyrant of Zhentil Keep by 5e Solo Gamebook or Paul Bimler. I don't know a whole lot about this one, so I played. This is part 2 of a 3-part series. I did play part 1, but it was a very long time ago. Let me make sure that this audio is not too loud real quick. Sorry, everybody. So yeah, it was quite some time ago that I played the first part of this, but Paul did assure me that 1 and 2 aren't super connected. I do believe that part 3 is a direct sequel to this one, so those two I will need to know what's going on. Part 1's a little fuzzy in my mind because I think it was about a year and a half ago that I played that one. I think it was the second ever solo D&D game I've ever played. So yeah, it was quite some time ago, but I should be able to jump right into this one. Tonight we are playing Smokey the Bearkin. Smokey the Bearkin is a druid. He is a Circle of the Wildfire, which is an unearthed arcana druid. And I seem to recall this one is a cliffhanger in the next one. Okay. So yeah, this one I might have to run this one directly before the next one, since they are connected. But yes, I do not know a whole lot about this druid that I am tonight. I think they like a lot of fire, which seems kind of weird for a druid, but I guess, control burns and everything like that. I should probably pull up my character sheet for Smokey the Bearkin, shouldn't I? It's been a while since I did a solo rolling with D&D. Last week I did a tabletop system called The Wretched, which was a lot of fun too. But all right. So with all of that out of the way, I think we are ready to begin this one. Let me kind of skim through. Okay. I'll read this because this looks like it actually has some info about the last game. Welcome to the second in our series of solo adventures. I need to quit doing that big preamble that I just did because I bet this is going to cover everything I just covered. Welcome to the second in our series of solo adventures, Tyrant of Zhentil Keep. The first installment is in a 2-part gamebook quest for D&D 5th edition. Briefly, this is a D&D 5e adventure designed for 1 level 3 player without a DM. It can also be played with an event by 2 players without a DM or DM plus 1. Even a full campaign with multiple players. Standalone. Recommend you do as soon as possible. Let's see, like the first 5e solo game book, the Death Knight Squire, that was the one that I ran. This adventure is set in the Forgotten Realms. It continues on from Death Knight Squires sequentially and narratively, presupposing that the character who successfully completed the first quest and advanced to level 3 is now embarking on a new quest. This quest is bigger, badder, and more dangerous, which is bad because if I recall, I almost died in Death Knight Squire. And I hope even more fun for you as players. Zhentil Keep is a mini-sandbox in-game form with multiple side quests and locations to explore. Such exploration enables the collection of artifacts and information, all leading toward a central story arc that becomes clear as the book progresses. Where Death Knight Squire had a clear-cut mission at its core, this adventure is pure exploration at first, similar to how a game with the Dungeon Master may be ran. The narrative of your quest becomes clearer and clearer as you advance, collecting snippets of information and encountering various NPCs, locations, and side quests. So, what will you need for this quest? For now, player handbook, a character, read this introduction, I've got all the maps. I hope that map I've got up there is not a spoiler. Let me go to, this one says map 1, so I'll keep this one on there for now. The adventure is not easy. That's gonna be tough. I really almost was a Circle the Moon druid because I think those are like the most OP druids to play, and if I was gonna be metagaming, that's kind of what I was gonna go for. But we decided that this character could be more fun. Roleplay your way out of stuff, sometimes avoiding potential combat if you can. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Be clever, take your time with each entry, and really consider what you should do. That's where I rely on you all to help me decide what to do. Be aware, however, that this is a game book and has limited options. Multiplayer adventure. Before you begin, I need to inform you that this is part 1 of a 2-part quest. So if I do these back to back, I see this page count right now is 168 pages. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be at least 2 nights, maybe 3 nights. So this may dovetail into the next book too. So this may be a couple weeks on here. Don't look at the maps until you're directed to. I've at least scrolled through all the maps, but I didn't really clock anything. It says the book will come out early 2018. Whoa, this is older than I thought. I didn't realize these had been around so long. This adventure booklet and maps booklet. So I've got the maps on there. I've got the adventures on here. Spawn points, tokens. A lot of these I'm kind of skimming because I've done a few of Paul's books before. Progress points. This is something new. Let me get a notepad opened up. Occasionally, you will be asked to keep track of a new stat, progress points. This score measures time, and time is of the essence in this adventure. Hey, we've had similar things like that before on here. Okay, for now, create a box on your character sheet marked progress points and leave it empty. Progress points equals 0. Okay. Combat sheet, flanking. Flanking rules are used. Okay. You take max HP. That's why I've got 30 HP. Multiplayer. I don't need to do that. I do think one episode coming up, I would love to have a 2-person run through of one of these. Spell casting. Yep. Resting and healing. So at certain points there will be opportunities to rest, follow. Yeah. Non-dark vision PCs. What am I? A bearkin? Do bearkins have? So a bearkin is a homebrew I found on D&D Beyond because I really wanted to be a bear for this. So let me just see if I do have dark vision, because that might be good to know. I don't think I do. Does not look like I do. Okay. So I'll need torches. Advantage, honesty and fairness. What would a DM do? Journal. Keep note. I will be doing that. So it has this. Yeah. I don't think my PDF software can actually play that, unfortunately. Reference information. Side quest. Inclusion of multiple side quests. Playability. Character creation. Okay. It says let's get into this adventure. So, team, let's get ready to go. Yeah, I was really excited when I saw that sound file later on at one point in the adventure, especially because I think there was one, like, Yeah, there was like right here, and I think it plays like this and reads it to you. Maybe I'm not sure because I never got it to work with my PDF software. Okay, backstory: Flight from Shadows. You wander far. At some point, as you cross the Anarok Desert, the year changes to 1350 DR. Halfway through the century, and certainly the end of a momentous decade for Faerun. So much has happened. The departure of the elves from Cormithor. Man, some of these Dungeons and Dragons cities sure do sound like Dungeons and Dragons cities. The rise of the Witch King Zengi and Damamar and Vasa. The end of the Age of Humanity itself. But these things are far from your mind as you cross across the dry, wasted landscape of Nithriel. Heading east, sometimes northeast, as the wind takes you, but then again, not heading anywhere really, just walking. You have seen much already, and for a while you have the feeling that shadows are on your tail, so you keep walking, trudging on until the weight of the shadows begin to lift. As you cross the Anarok, several days at a time pass when you don't see a soul. You embrace the solitude and spend the time talking aloud to yourself and everything you have encountered and everything you have learned so far in your journey. Many realizations crystallize during your crossing of the Anarok, but soon enough you begin to crave the company of another being. Any friendly humanoid, really. As your supplies start to run out, your solitude becomes a threat to your survival. On the third day after your water skin runs dry, you see a dot. No, several small dots on the horizon, traveling towards you. Oscillating like specters across the dry, hot distance, your spirit lifts. You are saved from dying of thirst by a traveling caravan consisting of several friendly half-orc families who are running from shadows of their own, it seems. They tell of a tale of persecution in the lands you are about to enter. They speak of tyrants, powerful despots, and secret networks. The word Zenitarium is mentioned several times, usually in conjunction with the name Manchun, which makes you weigh for a moment the option of turning south and avoiding what lies ahead. The thought enters your mind for but a breath, following which you chide yourself for your cowardice. No, ever since you set out on this journey, you were resolved to simply keep walking in the direction you had chosen, and now your resolve is firmer than ever. Whatever crosses your path, you will deal with it as you always have, with keen instinct and prodigious skill in combat. You say goodbye to the caravan and continue slowly. Civilization, or at least the remnants of, begin to emerge from the shifting sands. Ruins of Nethry's spires and the plain of the Standing Stone bears witness to the great civilization that once prospered here. When great cities hovered above the desert floor, the great floating city of Thoth-Thun-Thar, now lost somewhere in the shadow plain, was the greatest of these. You walk on and wonder to yourself if this desert has an ending, when slowly the landscape begins to change, endless sands giving way to grassy hills of colors of wheat, then suddenly, as if springing from the landscape itself, a great emerald forest rises before you, stretching far north. You enter the border forest, continuing east. In 2 days' peaceful travel through its green depths, you emerge seeing before you a river winding its way through a pristine landscape toward a huge inland body of water. A locked sea, the Moon Sea to be precise. You'd always known it was here, but nothing had prepared you for this grandeur. You walk following the river Tesh, and traffic on the road picks up. You see numerous farms dotted the landscape, and on the faces of these simple folk, you read the lines of worry, of hardship, and oppression, and the stark contrast to the beauty of the land you travel through. After 3 days, you reach a town called Teshwave, where you spend a night and replenish your supplies, and can't help noticing that these people, despite the beauty and grandeur of this inland realm, look harassed, exhausted, and ill-treated. Over ale, you listen to whispered conversations. You hear names spoken in bitter tones. Manchun, Fizol, Simonen. An old merchant enjoys your company so much that he buys you several drinks and gives you a thorough rundown on the geography of the area. Later on in your room, you go over his description in your head several times and cement the local geography in place. See the map above. Is this the same? Oh, this map. Okay. Moon Sea. Far. Zhentil Keep. Okay. I got it locked in. Not really, but the next day dawns gray and gloomy, and you depart Tesh Wave, making your way toward the next city. The city of which you learnt the night before, Zhentil Keep. It takes you 3 more days to reach Zhentil Keep, and as you approach, you see ruins dotting the landscape, dimly lit in the evening light. It appears that this once was some scene of a major conflict. You even notice what appears to be scorching of dragonfire, long, dark gray streaks running the length of the ruined buildings and roadways. Then suddenly, the granite walls of Zhentil Keep rises before you, banners flying and guards manning her battlements. Right from your first sight of the Zhentil Keep, you see that it is really not a city of beauty, but rather built to withstand battle. It has a grim, imposing look to it. Dusk slowly starts to turn to evening as you descend from the north down the long slope towards the fortified town. Just before dropping below the horizon, the sun emerges from between a gap in the clouds, spreading a warm, golden light over the landscape. The broad river Tesh, like a vein of gold running through the stone, winds its way through the Moon Sea, some 15 miles east. You sense strongly that something awaits you within these tall, weathered walls, some quest or task. For better or for worse, you stride up to the guard who mans the gate, eyeing you warily. Go to entry 1. Yeah, this is one of those audio things that just won't play for me. But, oh, there's 4 guards. 4 staunch-looking warriors guard the entrance to the city of Zhentil Keep. Welcome to Zhentil Keep, the lead one says. State your business. Just traveling through, you reply. He grunts, surveying you from head to toe. Well, mind your step, traveler. Obey Manshun's edicts, stay out of trouble, and you'll be just fine. You nod to the guards and walk past them through the city gates. The city you're on leads directly into the heart of the city, and not far off you can see Market Square, where merchants are packing up their tents as trade ends for the day. A quick look around reveals a city that's not exactly dirty, but definitely in need of a spruce up. Buildings are thick wood structures of older stone edifices that are damaged in places by the looks of the scars of battle. Cobble is poorly maintained, and there are potholes here and there. The overall impression is one of a once proud city that has taken a few knocks. The citizens look like they've taken a beating too, slumping around, not exactly full of joy or life. Like many others you've seen in this expansive valley, they look low-beaten, harassed, and at the end of their tether. I don't like this Manshuns, man. On both sides of the street, you see businesses shutting up shop and owners heading home. The only establishment still open is a tavern to your right. A sign hung above the door stating it is the Scoundrel's Tankard. Just your sort of place. Further down the street, you see a man standing on a crate with a large crowd gathered around him. He appears to be delivering some kind of sermon, although it is hard to make out what he is saying over the noise of the carts clinking past you. You feel a tiny drop of rain on the back of your hand and look up to see low gray clouds threatening a downpour. Do you listen to the man's sermon, visit the tankard, or go look for an inn? I think we've got time to listen to his sermon real quick. 158. Let me real quick also change our sound. I think there's a... Oh yeah, this one should be good. Okay. You walk over to the crowd gathered around the man who appears to be a priest of some sort, his words gradually becoming audible. The priest sees you arrive and gives you a slight smile. For the benefit of those who have just arrived, I shall repeat the fell news delivered to Lord Manshun this morning. Oh, hold on. There we go. And replayed by his grace of the priest of the Temple of Bane. The tidings are thus: Galantrar Harkhelm is murdered. by an orc assassin, and an orc horde descends on the citadel of the Raven, marching unchecked across the ride, tens of thousands. Lies! Cries out a voice. You turn to see a female orc glaring at the priest. These lies propagated by the Black Network. Zenitarium spies killed Hawkhelm, not our people. Silence, the priest bellows. Of course you would say such things. Killed by the Zenitarium, indeed. From seemingly out of nowhere, two guards dressed in some livery as the gate sentries appear and grab the orc female under her arms, drag her away, kicking and screaming. The rest of the crowd grows restless. That's enough of that, one guard says, gruffly dealing a vicious blow with a gauntleted hand. The female's orc head slumps forward. The priest addresses the crowd again. See? It is bred into them, this violence, this hatred. A night in the dungeons will be a reward for her treasonous talk like that. Will you go? Yeah, smoke. That's what I was just thinking too, Randall. I was just in here thinking, 10,000 orcs, that seems like a little high for me. Sorry. I was trying to find out if we are recording Halfway to Heroes or not tonight. I don't think I'm capable of going to that orc's aid. I mean, if there's guards and people around, and I'm just new to the city and I'm just a bear, to do nothing and simply observe. Leave this crowd and go to the tankard. I guess I'll observe. I want to hear the rest of this about this army. That's... Man, why does my software keep zooming in now? You watch the poor female being carted off, realizing that there's little you can do for her without getting yourself thrown in some dungeon for the night as well. The show's over, some of the crowd start wandering off, and the rain begins to pick up. What is your passive perception? Oh. Good question. Good question, Adventure. What is my passive perception? My passive perception is 14. Gotta love being a druid. Go to 162. Ah, why does it keep zooming in? Something tingles on the back of your neck, and suddenly you get a feeling, an instinct, that you are being watched. You whip around quickly to see a hooded figure disappear between two buildings. Ah, try and follow them, or... I think I need to go follow them. Yeah, someone's peeping me. Let's go check it out, see what they're up to. You quickly duck between the two buildings where you saw the hooded figure disappear, but they are gone. Wondering who it could have been and whether they were actually watching you, you return to the street. Huh. Alright. Well, I want to go to the Scoundrel's Tankard. And get a drink. Oh, it's right here. No, it's 109. Ah, I keep zooming in when I click the links. Come on, Adobe, come on. You make your way across the street to the Scoundrel's Tankard. Pushing your way through the door, you are immediately met with a wall of noise. This place is packed, there's a reek of ale and sweat, and you shudder your way in and towards the bar. Go to map 5. Okay. You can choose to cast... Oh, wait, no, wait. Go to map 5 and turn to the entry for map 5 at the back of this book. Okay. Place your token at the bottom of the map. We're just kind of doing this like Theater of the Mind-ish. Then have a look at the numbered entries on the map and choose where to move your token to. 18. There appears to be a game of dice going on. 54. The bar. 189. Over on the east wall are various posters that look interesting. 205. You could listen to some conversations. Let's go check out those posters. I feel like we could do that relatively quick. There are numerous posters on the wall advertising all sorts of things, but two in particular catch your eye. The first reads, Orc Amnesty. All orcs will report to have compulsory identification papers issued. The third day of the first 10 day of Kythorn and the Grand Temple of Bane. This is to distinguish those who are legitimate citizens of Zhentil Keep from those who may be spies acting for Goss, the four-armed orcish warlord. I hope I don't have to fight a four-armed orcish warlord also. Currently marching on the Citadel of the Raven. And the second reads, Spectral Tear in the South City. All residents within the South City are advised to be indoors after dusk. A terrible specter has been sighted amongst the ruins at night and has already killed 3 people and kidnapped 4 more. It is described as having an upper half covered in armor and an ethereal green vapor trail as its lower half. So like Slimer. Those who have seen this armored specter have uniformly reported that it wears a large helmet sporting the long black horns. The Zenitalar, captain of the guard, is offering a 300 gold reward to a brave soul who can find the specter amongst the ruins, kill it, and deliver its helmet. Several Zenitalar have already tried and failed, no questions asked. If you're interested in investigating the specter threat and claiming your reward, you might think to yourself that tomorrow night, after you have been rested and explored the city, will be an ideal time. Note the code word Specter Quest. Oh, I would love to have an adventure with Slimer in it. Actually, I would really like a Ghostbuster-esque themed one-shot made. My son absolutely loves Ghostbusters, and it'd be really fun to play that one with him. So, anybody watching, get on that. Let me jot down a couple notes real quick. So, just got to Zhentil Keep. People not super happy. Orc woman taken away. 10,000 orcs marching on Raven Citadel. Gonna catch Slimer tomorrow night. Alright, because I do want to do that. Ooh, suddenly someone shoves me back. Oi! Get out the way, someone shouts as they push past you. There's a massive crash as you turn to see a chair splintering into pieces over the head of an orc. Get out, savage, the attacker, a human shouts. Another thug, the one who pushed past you, joins the fray, and the orc, who appears to have just been sitting there minding their own business, is on the ground having his daylights beaten out of him. This place is super racist. Do you want to get involved? To try your hand in pit combat. Wait, what? How do I try? Who is that? Who's Chrome Daggerfist? I don't think I was supposed to find that entry yet. I'm gonna go help the orc and probably just get absolutely demolished. Let's go. Let's go help him. 28. Also, I need to change this music again. It's like real peaceful, like nighttime music, and that's not very fitting right now, is it? There are a bunch of tavern ones. Let me find a... tavern music. Let's try this one. So unfortunately, because we rebranded this Twitch, and I did not update the chatbot in time, we do not have the chatbot up and running. But I do real quick want to take this second, since I just had to switch that. One thing I do want to plug is that our new show, Modris Bloodsport Association, or the MBA, is had our first episode this last Monday and was insanely fun. We skin it to be a rotating cast of players, and they come on the stream from 5 to 7 every Monday Eastern Standard Time, and they take on random encounters that myself and a co-DM, Gerundu, throw together, and we skin it like it's like a sporting arena or a sporting event where me and Gerundu are commentators more than DMs. And it's a lot of fun, and because it is a cycling cast of players, we're looking for lots of guests because it is a weekly show. So if you want to sign up for that, you can click on that form right there and fill out an application, because we would love to have you all on. Now, let's get ready to probably get beat up. Bar Brawl Combat Sheet. What is that dude's neck doing? Okay, I can take 2 drunken thugs. Alright, you quickly move to the aid of the defenseless orc who seems incapable of defending himself. Not everyone in the world is a warrior after all. And 2-on-1, that's just not fair. Unless you're Smokey the Bear. Unless you're talking about dragons. Okay, let me get this zoomed out so you all can see it. Place tokens. So this is map 6. So I'm in that corner. Thugs are in that corner. Okay. Drunken thugs are facing the orcs. Their backs to you. Ooh. If you can reach them in 1 round of movement. 5, 10, 15. I sure can. You may have a surprise attack. However, the tables are occupied and moving through them. The 2 squares in the middle of the tables counts as difficult terrain. I might not be able to make it to them. There are 3 other options. Make a range attack, for which you will need to get at least on top of one of the tables. Jumping onto or walking over the table immediately south of you. Getting to the thugs another way. To go over to the table and apologize to the patrons with a charisma check of DC 11. If I'm successful, I may have a surprise attack. If not, you lose the surprise attack. Okay. Okay. Let me check this real quick. Let me see how much speed I've got. Smokey the Bear has a whopping 30 feet of speed. And this is 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll have to get up on the table. Shoot, I'm just now. Alright, so I'm gonna make a charisma check real quick. Oh no. I'm a big bear and I'm not very charismatic. Nope. Got a 3. I'm just... Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. They are not happy with a big bear climbing up on their table. Which is understandable. I probably wouldn't be either in the circumstances. So now it's initiative time. Here's my initiative. 5. Oof. And then, yeah, wow. So it looks like Roll20 is going to be like that tonight, where I'm not going to be able to roll above a 10, like the other night. So they're going to get to go first. They start attacking me. Well, I'm up on a table, suckers. But if I get hit while I'm up there, I will be knocked prone. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get right to it then. One's gonna try to hit me with a broken chair leg. So it's a +4 to hit. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. So that's gonna hit me, and I have to make a dex saving throw or be knocked off or knocked prone, and I failed it. Oh no, I'm having flashbacks. So if you weren't watching the stream 2 nights ago, I went the entire night without hitting an attack for myself and without missing an attack for the enemies. It was wild, and I think that's gonna happen again tonight. It's looking like it. So how much damage is Smokey the Bear gonna take? Alright, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Now the other thug's gonna have advantage against me, so he's definitely gonna hit me. Let's try this out. Yep. Those, I don't think I've got above a 17. I don't think I have. I don't have myself equipped. I was gonna say I better not have an 11 armor class. Cool, I've got a 12 armor class. Okay, how much damage is this one gonna do? These rowdy boys are gonna tear me up. Only another 3. Okay, 6 points of damage total. So I've got 24 out of 30 HP. It's my turn now. Now, what do I know how to do? I know a lot of fire spells. I'm not super into doing a bunch of fire spells in here. Sorry, this is my first time I'm really getting a good look at all my things. Charm person could be fun. I might just turn into an animal. That would be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny to turn into a little bear, like a different bear. Oh, I could summon a bear. Okay. I should have really looked at all my stuff beforehand. So right now I can turn into a beast of 1/4 challenge rating. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, I don't know if I can just like eat these people. I would get in trouble, I think. Okay. Oh wait, every time you take a turn, roll on the random table below. Oh, I didn't even see this. So this is my turn. Should I do this before or after I take a turn, everybody? I don't know. I will go ahead and I'm just real quick looking up some beast. After, okay, I'm gonna do it after. If I can find a cool 1/4 challenge rating beast, I want something like a bear, because I think that'd be hilarious to just keep turning into a different bear all night. I don't know if I can do any of the bears. Isn't there like a little baby brown bear or something? There's a wolf, which could be fun. A walrus. An ox. Now I'm just looking at funny animals that would be to turn into. A cave badger. Ooh. A constrictor snake. Oh, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn into a constrictor snake. Alright. Poof. A large beast. Oh, that would be terrifying. So all of a sudden, this large beast, I guess I'm still technically prone. I am going to I'm going to constrict the one that knocked me down in the first place. Or I'm going to try to. So +4 to hit. Oh my goodness. Seriously, I think this is going to be just like that one night. Oh no. Oh, roll 20. Why? Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna roll a d6 now, see what happens. After I try comically to wrap up that thing. 6, nothing happens. I think that's probably good. I think it's probably gonna be bad stuff that happens from these. Alright, they're gonna just keep clubbing me with these chairs, which is pretty brutal. 16's gonna hit me, and a nat 20. I don't think I'm gonna be a snake very long, everybody. I'll go ahead and do 3d4 plus 4. 12 points of damage. I think I got 13. I've got 13 HP. Oh, so I'm just a withered, battered, and bruised snake now. I guess I'm gonna try to bite, because I don't think I'm gonna last long enough to get my... Oh no, it's better to constrict. I'm gonna constrict it. I'm gonna try again to constrict the same one that hit me. First, I'm gonna just go ahead and do like do a couple of just random rolls just to get some juice out. 14. Oh my goodness, finally I got one hit in tonight, so I will be happy knowing that. It does a d8 plus 2 of damage, and I'm grappling them. 3 points of damage, that's not a lot. Ooh, these things have 22 HP. Thug 1 equals 19 HP. Thug 2. Okay. So that one's... Oh wait, I gotta roll a d6. 5. Another drunken dwarf, possibly the husband of the extremely drunk female dwarf, stands in between you, holding 4 huge tankards of ale in 2 hands. He demands that you drink a tankard of dwarven ale with him immediately, or he will set his boys on me. Oh no. 12 angry dwarves with warhammers. You have little choice but to stop. Why is he giving a snake all this alcohol? That's animal cruelty. Well, we all have to stop and drink. They do too. Okay. So I get 2 HP back. So my snake has 3 now. Oh, whoever rolls the highest constitution check picks up their weapon first. I'm just going to do mine. I'm going to do all without modifiers. I'll do mine and then the 2 thugs. Of course. Why'd I say that? Why'd I say that? Okay. Back up to them. One's grappled. So... it will try to break out of my grapple. And it sure does. Oh, man. Alright. And then his buddy's probably going to hit me again. Is it +4? Oh, that's my armor class as a snake. Oh, I'm so dead. No matter what he rolls, I'm going to die right here. For my snake. Yep. That's exactly how much HP I had. I am back into my bear form. I feel kind of silly because that snake didn't really do anything for me. So, what can druids do, everybody? What can they do really good? I'm really hesitant to cause fire damage. Yeah, at least it absorbed 13 points of damage for me. I mean, I could go pretty big. Come on, I gotta be able to get out of this fight. I feel bad because they're just drunks and they've got like table legs and stuff, and I'm sitting here looking at like Scorching Ray and Flame Sphere, and I'm just thinking like that would literally kill them, and I don't know if they're trying to kill me, even though they killed me as a snake. You can't do non-lethal spell damage, so. Oh, this could be cool. Oh wow, my strength modifier is the same as my wisdom modifier. This thing's not built super well. Okay, I'm going to do an unearthed arcana spell called Summon Bestial Spirit. You call forth the spirit of a beast. The spirit manifests physically in an unoccupied space. It's going to go like right between those two as much as it can. You can cast, you choose air, land, or water. I'm going to do land. The creature physically resembles an animal of your choice. Bear. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. Shares my initiative. So it's going to go right here. So it doesn't actually use bear stats, this spell, this unearthed spell. It has like its own stat block, and then when you pick if it's a water, air, or land animal, it has different stuff. So what the bear will have is pack tactics, which is nice, and it'll have multi-attack. So real quick, level of the spell. So this thing's gonna have 12 armor class, and it's going to have hit points equal to 3 plus my spellcasting modifier. It's plus 4, so 7 plus 10 times the spell's level. So 17. It's gonna have 17 HP. Okay. Well, first off, it is going to maul the one that has been just destroying me while I've been on this table. And it can do a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level. Aww. Oh wait, no, the spell's level is level 2. So it's actually gonna have a little bit more HP. It's actually going to have oh, it's gonna have 27 HP. Ooh, this is a cool spell. So it's only gonna get to attack once, unfortunately. But even so, it is going to roll a. That wasn't to hit. A 7. This bear looks so cool. Looks like my little baby Smokey the Bear. And instead, it just takes a half-ass swing at this thing. Misses very badly. And that is my turn and Smokey the Bear Jr. Let me roll a d6. 2. Haven't gotten a 2 yet. A large burly bouncer comes and tries to drag you away from the fight. Leave them to it, he says as he grabs you under the arm. Strength check to escape his grasp. You all know I'm not going to make this check. I got a +2, but 9. So if you fail, you are dragged to the middle of the edge of the map. Roll a d4 to find out which. 3 is east. Oh, wow. That's the far one, isn't it? Oh, I am so far away from them. I should have probably had it looping that track so that it didn't go back to nighttime loop. Even though I can't even hear this track. Dang, this fight's taking way longer than I thought it would. I thought I would tear up these two drunks. Alright, well, my bear's still there. So we'll have them try to hit my bear a couple of times. One's gonna hit, one's gonna miss. +2? Wow, full damage. 6 points of damage to my ghost bear. That's gonna make me pretty upset. And I think I'm gonna throw caution to the wind. Everyone's ganging up on me and ganging up on this poor orc. And I've had quite a bit of it. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at that first one that I've been trying to get all night. Finally, yes! 1 point of damage? How did it even do that? Oh, this fight's gonna be all night, everybody. That thing still has 18 health and the other one has 22. Now my bear is gonna try to attack it. Where is my bear stats? Come on. Please. Oh, that's going to hit. Yes. Nice. And it is 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. 1d8 plus 4 plus 2. Whoa. Is that right? Wow. And then plus 2. 13 points of damage. Ooh. That guy just got mauled real hard. Oof. Oh, Danny, you know what I just realized? You and Randall on my chat have the same color names, and I thought that you were Randall the last 4 messages you sent. Hey, Danny. Yeah, this one's taking a while. Until now, until that bear just tore that poor guy up. I do think I saw something about if both are reduced to 5 HP or less. One has 5 HP now. Dragon Bait, I'm trying really hard to not die. I really am. But I've not had a super good luck so far. I am glad that I've got the option to not kill these guys, because, like I said, I don't really want to come into this town and just murder 2 people. So now I'm going to start focusing my attacks on the other one that's not bleeding very badly. But they are both going to attack my bear. 4. Now, see, look, now Dragon Bait got in the chat, and now I'm having good rolls. Well, see, Dragon Bait, you're saying I should use real dice, but as soon as you got in chat, my dice started rolling good. So you just need to keep hanging out. Because these things can't hit my ghost bear. But I bet my ghost bear can hit it. Let me see. I can never find my ghost bear. 10's not gonna do it. Never mind. That's okay. I don't really want to cast any more fire in here. Instead of casting fire, I think I'm going to... I've got a walking stick that doubles as my quarterstaff, and I'm going to cast Shillelagh? One of those on it, which is funny because it actually won't do anything. Because what Shillelagh does is it makes it so that you can use your wisdom modifier instead of your strength modifier for an attack. However, my strength and wisdom are the same because I'm a big beefy bear boy. So I'm just going to go up and just clonk this guy on the head, hopefully. Yes! Yes, a 19 will indeed hit. 10? Damn it, see? What? Now all the damage is flowing through. I think the adventurer was like, alright, we're done with this bar fight. Let's get you going. So Speaking of getting me going, I'll go ahead and just do their 2 attacks again. One's gonna hit my bear, which kind of sucks, but he's still at like half HP right now, so I'm not worried too bad about him. I'm just gonna real quick try to just knock this guy out with my last hit of my staff. Hopefully my last hit of the staff. Oh ho ho. Oh yes. Wow, I got them both to exactly 5. And because they were both at exactly 5, go to 50. Oh, if you reduced to 5 HP. Okay, so maybe I wouldn't have died if things got real bad. So that's good to know. There is tumultuous round of applause as you survey your fallen opponents. One knocked unconscious with my quarterstaff. One just dropped to the ground, bleeding from bear wounds all over his body and scorch marks. You stop short of killing them. Yes, I do. That wouldn't have been a good look, especially so soon after your arrival. That was my thinking exactly. And everyone seems to have forgotten the reason the fight started. You move over to the orc who is struggling to get to his feet. Thank you, he mutters, climbing up. I don't know how I can repay you, my friend, but I have no money. You shake your head. Don't worry about it. It sickens you that any race would be discriminated against so blatantly, and you are glad to come to his assistance. Return to map 5. And choose another part of the tavern to investigate. So for those of all that, I'm not dead. So for the new people, what I've done is so far all I've looked at are these wall posters, and then there was a bar fight broke out where people were harassing an orc, so I took care of them really handily. So I can either try to listen in on some conversations or go to the halfling. I don't really want to play the dice game. I feel like that's going to cause another fight, and I just don't want to get into a bar fight right now. So, should I go to the bartender halfling, or should I try to listen in on some conversations? Yes, Danny, I beat them very handily. And hey, Joe, thank you. Yeah, the new branding. I'm still getting used to it. Unfortunately, my chatbot's not working because of the new branding, and I forgot to set it up. But yeah, I'm excited to get it going. Thank you, Joe. I need that advantage really bad. If you missed that last fight, it took me so long to beat 2 drunk people in a bar fight, and I'm a druid, and I had like a bear and fire and stuff. So yeah, another thing that's kind of new-ish since the last time we did one of these is I added some new chat, what do they call it, chat rewards. So if you chat, you get chat points, and you can redeem the chat points and give me advantage or disadvantage. Please don't give me disadvantage. All right, let's go talk to this this halfling. 54. Halfling tends the bar, darting back and forth as he provides cider, ale, and hot pies to his customers. A halfling woman, his wife perhaps, takes payment for the food and drink. You watch them for a while, marveling at their intricate dance that they perform effortlessly. A male half-orc, over 6 feet tall, approaches. Barkeep, he cries in a merry tone, a pint of your finest black ale, please. The halfling turns and looks at him contemptuously. You'll pipe down and wait your turn, laddie, if you know what's good for you. Everyone in this town is so fucking racist. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't like this halfling. The half-orc is taken aback by this, but doesn't protest. You hear him mumble under his breath. Downright bloody rude, that is. Your reverie is interrupted by a loud announcement. 10 minutes, friends, till the pit bouts. Get your drinks and move downstairs, and we shall have us a show. Still taking challengers for the third bout as well against the Mad Dwarf Crom Daggerfist. He takes all comers, 150 gold purse, and for that bout. After hearing this, a few punters drift back towards the stairs, but everyone else goes back to their drinks. It appears that there are no challengers right now. I'm not gonna order a drink because this dude's a fucking asshole. I don't know the rules of this pit bout, so I don't want to like go say I'm gonna get in this pit bout, and then they're like, no magic, only your fist. Or I could go to sleep. I haven't rolled on Majestic Goose in months. Dragonbait, you're too busy now. You need to get in. I'm thinking about doing a patron game on Saturday, or tomorrow is the Scooby-Doo adventure, but you said you were too busy, Dragonbait. Oh, that disadvantage of her dragon next time she has to roll a Majestic Goose. Wait, did you give me disadvantage, Dragonbait? Oh, no. Somebody else did too. Redeemed disadvantage. Who redeemed disadvantage? It just say, why doesn't it say your name? It's redeemed advantage, Joe, and then I see redeemed disadvantage, redeemed disadvantage. Did you get me 2 disadvantages, Dragonbait? Oh, okay, yeah. So Joe gave it to Dragonbait. I see. Okay, so I don't know if it's worth fighting this dude for 150 gold. I guess it's not to the death. See, I need to know the rules, because if it's not to the death, I'll go and do it, because worst case, I lose. And then I just go take a sleep and get a long rest. And then I can dip out of there. Let me go see if I can look at the rules for this first. 204. You walk to the back of the tavern and descend a set of stairs. From below comes the stench of body odor, ale, and pipe smoke. You emerge in a dingy little room, at the center of which is a hexagonal ring. Surrounded by ropes, you watch as a troll does battle with an ogre, neither of them giving an inch. The sound of fists slapping against flesh fills the room. That sounds dirty. To the raucous cheers of the crowd, who are loving every moment of the bloodfest. Finally, the ogre gets the better of the troll, beating him to the floor with a succession of vicious punches. Someone rings a gong, and the referee enters the ring, waving his arms. Our victor, Screw-Toe of Thor. Now, our last competitor, who still has no opponent, Crom Daggerfist. Any potential challenger should know this is not a fight to the death. That's what I needed to know. You're not risking your life here. Crom will reduce you to a bloody pulp, certainly, but he will not kill you, no. We'll work to leave that honor to the Black Network. There's a roar of laughter at this comment, and a bottle goes flying through the air, I think that's supposed to say, missing the announcer's head by a hair's breadth. Hey, settle down, you lot. Dwarf slides in under the rope, stands, and begins immediately pacing back and forth, leering at the crowd menacingly, a mixture of cheering and booing greeting his arrival. He has a shock of bright red hair and wears a belt lined with throwing daggers, as well as one long, menacing-looking blade, a couple of fingers smaller than a short sword. Oh, so you do get weapons. Ooh. The dwarf starts berating the punters, most of whom are quite drunk. So none of you cowards are... Oh, that's a different dude. This guy's gonna have a squeaky voice. So none of you cowards are gonna face me? I suppose I'll take the 150 gold myself then and drink it upstairs. As Crom turns his back to you in order to abuse the other half of the room, you step forward. Do I now? And make a signal to the referee. Shit. Alright. I guess there's no backing down now. It said I did it. Map 2. Okay. All right. Shoot. Well, he looks a lot more rough right there in that picture. He looks me up and down and laughs. Is this the best you could find? Pedrick? I'll make short work of this poor fool. Probably. Why isn't this dwarf better armed, you think? But you won't be bringing it up. 150 gold. You look up at his face, which is extensively scarred. Okay. So, it's me versus him. Thank you, Joe. I'm gonna need it, because this dude seems a lot more squirrely than the drunk people. Roll initiative. Let me do mine first. $12, not too bad. His is a +2. My roll 20 tonight has been very slow. I don't know why. Oh my goodness. Guys, I can't even keep track of all that. What am I up to? I see 1 disadvantage, 1 advantage. 2 disadvantages, 2 advantages. 3 disadvantages and 2 advantages. 3 to 3. All right, so I've got 3 advantages, 3 disadvantages, and Dragonbait has 1 disadvantage. Dragonbait, I'm gonna write that note down somewhere, and you'll get on a stream one of these days. I have to take that. DB has 1 disadvantage. Okay. Did it? Oh, it did roll his. Oh, I actually beat him in initiative. Jeez, thank you. Cast charm person. If successful, Crom gives up and buys you a drink. Oh, but you get no winner's purse. Oh, that would be funny though. If you're within 25 feet of Crom, Crom makes a melee attack using his black poison dagger. Ooh, that sounds like it's gonna hurt. If not, he makes a range attack using a normal dagger. The black poison dagger is good for 2 poison attacks, whether the attacks are successful or not. Okay. Once per turn, if you or Crom moves onto or away from a square at the center's roll an effect. Whoever is reduced to 5 first loses. Okay. If you or Crom moves onto or away from a square at the edge. Alright, I'm not going to move to the edge. It doesn't say no magic anywhere, so I'm just going to play this like it's just... I know, Dustin. Dragonbait's trying to kill me with this little goblin, or this little dwarf dude. Dustin, how many points of chat points are you up to? And Dustin, help me be a druid. What should I do? Oh, you know what I've got? Oh, I've got 1 more 2nd level spell slot, and I've got heat metal. Oh, I kind of want to heat up that dagger, because I think that dagger is going to hurt very bad. So I might want to heat dagger, or heat metal on his dagger, try to get him to drop that. Oh. Wait. Joe just called down lightning. Oh. Oh, jeez. Call lightning. Let me... Does it say? Yeah. Call lightning does 3d8 of lightning damage down on this dwarf Take that, Dragon Bait. Joe's trying to help me out. Let me roll 3d8 real quick and see. I'll put my finger up and point at the sky like I'm casting this call lightning, but really it's just Joe from Nerd Asylum being a good, nice deity and helping me out. 21 points of damage. Wow, I rolled 2 8s on that. A bolt of lightning comes shooting down from the ceiling into the middle of the ring, hitting Crom Daggerfist. And immediately Crom's under 5 HP. He's only got 4 HP left because we rolled 2 nat 8s. Which I like because I feel like I spent a lot of time in the bar fight. I didn't want to spend a ton of time in another just one-on-one fight. So, if you're victorious, go to 4 or 7. The crowd is going wild, thinking that I called down this bolt of lightning and just took this dude out in one fucking thing. But really, it was Joe helping me out. So how do you like that, Dragon Bait? I didn't have to do that disadvantage yet because Joe just one-shot this bad guy for me. But no, I was not trying to kill that guy, Danny. I had to get him below 5 HP, and luckily Joe got him to 4 HP all by himself. I'm putting I have 3 disadvantage. I have 3 advantage. So I've got that in my notes, Dragon Bait. I've got your disadvantages and my advantages. I guess I'll like alternate them. I guess I'll do like an advantage, one roll, disadvantage the next, advantage, disadvantage. But not for that fight I won't because Joe saved my butt. If you reduce Crom to 0 HP, you knew to stop short. This fight was not to the death. Yes, Crom is lying on the ground, panting heavily. Well, man, sir. The referee comes forward with a pouch of 150 gold pieces for me. Yes, please. 150 GP. He grabs your hand and thrusts it into the air, and your victory is met with a rousing roar of approval. With a nod to Crom and to the crowd, you leave the ring to the cheers of your newfound adoring fans. Not eager to attract much more attention, you quickly climb the stairs and head back up to the bar area. 381. So, what's this? The crowd, it's quickly thinning. Okay, it's changing. Soon there were only a few people left in the bar, talking quietly over pints of ale. Those who witnessed the pit bouts are filtering up from downstairs, loudly discussing my badass bolt of lightning. You realize that it grows late and you'll need to find somewhere to stay for the night. Go to entry 6. Yes. I will go to the inn now. Night is now falling and you start walking towards the market square, checking the main thoroughfare, the side of the streets for suitable inns. As you walk down the street that leads off the main street, you see a small figure slumped on a stoop, taking regular swigs from a whiskey bottle. As you pass, you catch sight of a halfling's face and he looks absolutely miserable. You bid him a good night, if only to try and cheer him up a little bit. Is it? He says miserably. It's been a while since I had a good night. Anyway, fare thee well, stranger. Do you stop and ask him what troubles him? Hell yeah, I do. What's this dude's deal? 408. You ask the dejected halfling why he's so miserable. Through a thick, drunken haze, he peers up at you as if struggling to understand. Why am I sad? I'm ruined, friend. Absolutely ruined. My business is in tatters. You sit yourself down and question him further. Why am I making this dude dig into all of his shit? The halfling, whose name is Wendell Wheatfield, runs Wendell's Essential Victuals, selling meats, vegetables, dry grains, and other items to various hospitality establishments across Zhentil Keep. I keep the whole city fed. He boasts at one point, but when Wendell tells you that thieves have been pilfering his goods for some weeks now, At first it was just a sack of grain here, crate of potatoes there, but lately they've been taking more and more. Just last night they cleaned me completely out. Everything's gone. I have the capital to restock my inventory, but I can't go on like this. You discover from Wendell that he keeps all of his goods in his cellar, selling from his shop front upstairs. Customers walk in off the street, and doors are triple locked every night. There were never any signs of forced entry, which led Wendell to think that someone could be using magic to teleport in, but he soon dismissed the idea. Teleporting to steal potatoes and flowers? Why would anyone bother when there's a bank 2 doors down? Wendell takes a long swig at whiskey. Then I found it, he says, turning to meet your gaze as he wipes his mouth from the back of his hand. Or rather, my friend Ortner found it. Found what? A secret tunnel leading downstairs beyond. Who knows what's down there? The thug's most likely stealing from my storeroom and reselling it on the black market. You ask him if he informed the city guard. The Zhentil. They're no help, especially not a small timer like me. Didn't you know that Bane is the god in this city? No, friend, kindness is in short supply here. I'm afraid, and I can't afford any mercenaries, so that's me done, I'm afraid. Takes another long sip of whiskey. You can't help but feel pity for this poor fellow. You also can't help thinking that depending on what is going down in those stairs, this is possibly something that you could help with. Yeah, I can. I'm going to go help Wendell out. Go to 81. I'm realizing it's going to take me so long to do this adventure because I'm doing it's like when I play fucking Skyrim. I can't not do a side quest. You tell Wendell Wheatfields that you would be more than happy to check out what's at the bottom of those stairs for him. You've seen enough oppression in the city already, in the Moon Sea to last your lifetime. It's time for someone to show a little humanity around here, or bear-manity. Wendell buries his face. Oh, thank you, friend. You have no idea. I can't even face my wife anymore. This has nearly done me in. I'll give you whatever I can. Oh, if you insist, he lets you do it for free. Or to accept payment. What do you guys think? I feel like I really want Smokey the Bear to be, you know, the physical embodiment of Smokey the Bear in our timeline. Which, Smokey the Bear would never have somebody pay for him to help put out a wildfire. Yeah, I'll do it for free. Do it for free. Wendell's a pretty sad guy, so... take 1 point of inspiration from my kindness. Oh, I've got 4 advantages now, Dragonbait. Wendell's jaw drops when I offered it for free. Sent by the gods you are. I knew one day my luck would turn around. I just knew it. He offers you the last of his whiskey, and together you toast the mission ahead. If I died doing this, I'm gonna feel really fucking stupid. Wendell tells you that he is far too drunk now to do anything but stagger home and fall into bed, but he gives you the directions to his place and business and tells you to come there tomorrow night. Oh no! Tomorrow night I was gonna kill Slimer. Oof. Ooh, Wendell. Wendell. I do have a ghost I need to kill tomorrow night. 3 hours after the close of business. Code word help Wendell. Okay. Okay, so I can't do anything right now. Where do I go now? Note the code word help window on your character sheet, and then you really must find an inn. Yes, I do. 221. That's where I need to go. I am very sleepy boy. Oh, I roll an investigation check to find the inn. Oh god, if I roll somewhere bad, it's gonna be like a Motel 6. It's a +0, my investigation. A natural 20! I find the best fucking inn in town. 313. This better say, like, I get free room and board. A light drizzle settles in as you walk. Let me change this music again. Let's get out of the tavern and into the Waterkeep night. The light drizzle settles as you walk, directing yourself towards the middle of town, just near the market square, where a few merchants are packing down the last of the tents. You find a nice-looking inn named the Zhentil Arms. Pushing your way past an ornate wooden door, you enter a busy foyer where travelers wait to be shown their rooms. Eventually, an elderly elf approaches you, key in hand. "Rooms are 5 gold pieces a night," he informs you with a smile. "Show yourself to your room." What do you choose to do? That would be lovely, thank you. Yes, I'll spend 5 gold. I just made 150 gold from Joe smiting, dude. So now I've got 145 gold. I'll do that. 337. Deduct 5 gold. The elf shows you upstairs to a room which is well appointed. A 4-poster bed is covered with plush blankets and silk sheets, and a bath at the side of the room already has several steaming pails of water sitting beside it. I'm just not realizing 5 gold is actually seems very expensive. For this. You're certainly getting your money's worth. The elf bids you goodnight and leaves the room quickly. You strip off and fill the bath and have a long hot soak, washing away the dust and cares of the travel. You dry off and get half dressed, ready for sleep on a bedside table is a platter of fruit and sweetmeats. Don't know what a sweetmeat is, and a rolled parchment. You untie a parchment. It is a map of the Zhentil Keep. Ooh. You lie down on the bed and study this, thinking about the areas of the city that you will visit tomorrow. See map 1. Oh, okay, cool. So map 1, I've actually looked at this one, not a lot, but I do think I actually want to study this, and I fall asleep. Regain all of your hit points, long rest, nice. Don't mind if I do. Let's do a long rest. Yes, please. Why did it lower my HP? So, if you missed the very beginning, you get max HP in this adventure, since you can't make death saves and stuff. So, I took max HP and that lowered it. Let me study this map a little bit real quick. So I don't know why I'm looking at. Okay. So it says study where you want to go tomorrow. Go to 74. You wake in the morning and take breakfast downstairs. Gruel hotcakes with a sweet syrup. That sounds like half bad, half good. Thanking the innkeeper, you walk out to the street and survey the scene before you. Carts trundle towards Market Square where merchants are already setting up. The day is fine and clear and all about your locals, and travelers go about their business. Unfurling your map, you study the different areas. Consider what parts you would like to explore. Go to map 1, entry 1. Oh, nice. So, there's really not a ton of solo adventures that are sandboxy. I'm trying to think. This might be the first sandbox solo adventure I've ever been on. So this is really cool. Okay. On the back of your map is scrawled a brief description of each area. Okay. As you move between locations, you may cross a green dot, in which case you roll for a random encounter. What's a green dot? I need to get that map pulled up bigger. Okay, I see the green dots now. So I am in Zhentil Arms, all the way to the east on the north side of the river. Okay. I can go to Arcana Lane, a treasure trove of supplies and diverse artifacts for magic users of all kinds. Scimitar Street, serving the Zhentil army and the Keep warriors for many generations. Scimitar Street is where all martial supplies are to be found. Grand Templar of Bane, the glorious temple of the beloved god Bane. This grand place of worship is presided over by High Priest Fizul Shambhalay. South City of Ruins. From the ashes we will rise again after the disastrous invasion of the Orc and Ogre horde and the scorching of Dragonfire that destroyed the keep nearly 50 years ago. We rebuilt this fair city out of the rubble and ruins. Some of the destruction is still visible in the South City. This is where the ghost is that I was supposed to get tonight. Market Square, all manner of goods here, vegetables, fruits, fish, meats, foods from all over the Moonsea, as well as interesting books, perfumes, trinkets. Talar Barracks Common Quarter. You can't visit here, but it's marked. Okay, where is that? Talar Barracks. Oh, I see it. Okay. Living area for the army of fighters defending the city. Okay. This seems kind of like propaganda-ish, because this is like a map that was in my inn that I found, and on the back had all these descriptions, and it says, the fair, glorious army of fighters. Amunator Temple. Not everyone is as enlightened as Zhint. This temple to the minor sun god is mainly placed here for outlanders, presided over by the Eldar the Pious. Novice priests. On the map, you will see entry numbers pertaining to each of these areas. You may visit these areas by going to the numbered entries, but each location takes time. 1 progress point per location. Okay, that's where the time is going to come into. You'll have time to visit 4 locations before nightfall. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we can go to 4 different locations. Paul even mentions in the description for this one, or like the entry to this one, that the last one, Death Knight Squire, was like a kind of like a more of a railroad solo adventure, and I did that one. I'm trying to think if I've done any other Pauls. I know, yeah, I did. I've done some of his short ones, the ones that are meant to be like real fast paced but deadly. One of which I played as a 2-person one. Oh, and I did the Eberron one too. Sharn. Savior of Sharn, yeah. That one was a lot of fun. I really liked that one. Yeah, I did Savior of Sharn, and I did one... I cannot remember. The Labyrinth something. Me and another player did that one for a 2-player one, and we died on that. And then his other... like short one I did like 2-3 weeks ago on here and succeeded on that. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute break real quick, and I'm going to try something new. Let me see if I can find it. Intermission. I cannot find my intermission screen. I tried to make a new intermission that I kind of want to see what you all think of it. Wow, there it is. So I'm gonna go to this and it's just like ads of our other shows on the Majestic Goose Network. We'll see how it works. So yeah, I'll be right back in like 2 minutes, everybody.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt! No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with my car.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Philbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master. Alright, I am back. It looked like the ads actually worked, which is a little surprising to be honest. Alright, if we've only got time to do one or two of these places for the rest of the night, where do you all think we should go first? I can throw out some thoughts too. I don't want to go to South City. It seems like there's not a lot to do. What do I want to buy? I mean, I don't really need the martial equipment in Scimitar Street, whatever that's called. I wouldn't mind going to Arcana Lane, treasure trove of diverse magical artifacts. That could be fun, and that could be useful. I don't need South City, especially because I may be going down to South City tonight to fight Slimer, time permitted, now that I have to help out Mary or whatever his name was. Yeah, Arcana Lane is the one that's really sticking out to me. It says I can't go to the barracks, and I don't think I'd want to anyway. It's really Arcana Lane, Temple of Bane, just to see what's up. Or the, what's it called? The Armantor Temple? But Arcana Lane's the one that seems like it might actually, like, get me what I need. It seems like that's what people are leaning towards. Let's go do that real quick. Okay, so Arcana Lane, that is... Let me pull my map up, a bigger map, so I can see it, actually. It is Arcana Lane 12, so I do not even need to roll on a green dot yet because I'll be walking. I'll be walking right from the inn to that. It's actually the closest place to me too, which is good. So that means that I will go right to Arcana Lane. Does it say where I go? Sorry, it might. Oh, so I go to. Is it 12? On the map, you'll see entry numbers. Hold on. Sorry. My phone is freaking out. So I need to go to 12. Is there something for me to click to take me there? So no, I don't get a random encounter because I'm not going to... So I think I just had to scroll up to 12 real quick. I should have really dragged this up there, but... Here we go. Add 1 progress point. Okay. Will do. If this is your first time reading this entry, it is. You cannot have more than 4 progress points. If this puts your score to 5, go to 132. Ooh, what's gonna happen when you get to 5? Color me intrigued. You make your way over to Arcana Lane in the eastern part of the city, just north of the River Tesh. A short tunnel leads to a narrow lane, and you make your way through. On the other side, the narrow street continues for a short way and then opens up to a wide bazaar, covered with a canvas roof that provides a pleasant shade. Numerous doorways are tucked in amongst the stonework, still signs hanging above them. Some of the doors stand open, the strange aromas drift from each shop. All types of characters make their way down to Arcana Lane, peering in windows or just loitering here and there, reading, practicing spells, or inspecting their recent purchases. 3 particular shops catch your eye. You may visit any 2 of these. If I try all 3, I have to take another progress point. Pizar's Potion Emporium. Y'all, I think we're going to need to try that. Because you can never have enough healing potions. Melush's Magical Curiosities. Or Fotis the Clairvoyant. Ooh. All 3 of those I will need to go to. The Clairvoyant might give me like some bonuses for like future stuff. The Magical Curiosities, yes please. I would not mind that at all. I will let you all pick the first place we go. Danny, Randall, any like strong hankerings for one or the other? Fotis? So Randall remembers some, so Randall doesn't want to get away. Fotis. What is Fotis the Clairvoyant? Okay, we'll go to the Clairvoyant. I want to too, because I think this is gonna... I'll probably just pay some gold, but I bet this could help me out. Come on, Fotis, what you got? You make your way into an unlit shop front. The only visible illumination comes from an open doorway in the far side of the room. You make your way over and knock on the door. Stooping inside is a bent-over elf at a table full of scrolls, books, and other artifacts. He is so lost in the study that he initially doesn't notice your presence. Finally, he looks up with a start. "Ah," he says, and jumping from his chair, "Come Come in. I'm Fotis the Clairvoyant. I presume you're here because you want your fortune scry? Take a seat, please. You plonk yourself down in your seat on the other side of the desk. Fotis takes out a large book and a curious little circular device. Now, what will it be? 20 gold pieces for a detailed scrying or 5 for a basic? I think I'm going to pay the 20 gold for a, for the full scrying. I don't think you guys would argue against that. I mean, go big or go home. I don't want to, like, get, like, a little, like, nebulous insight into my fortune. I kind of want to get a full-on what's going to happen. Yeah. Alright, 398. Fotis moves the circular gold object he holds in his hand, tilting it at different angles, shaking it, and referring back to the large book that lies open before him. All the while, he makes strange noises, muttering to himself, yes, intriguing. Oh no, it can't be. What's this? Fotis looks up at you as if suddenly remembering your presence. It's a strange day that you have decided to come in here today, traveler. I have a feeling I'm going to be telling my grandchildren about your visit in the years to come. Still nonplussed, you ask Fotis to elaborate. The fortune says that you are a savior of these lands, that soon a stranger will approach you and ask you to take up a quest to rescue these lands from destruction. It says the stranger will be in the garb of a Zhentarim soldier. The strangest thing. What? What's strange, you demand? The fortune also says that... I don't understand this myself. It says your destiny lies in the mouth of a skull. I have no idea what this means. You thank Fotis for his time and his reading, and leave his place of business. Return to entry 12. Okay. If you really thought that I was going to save the world, why'd he take my 20 gold? Because now I only got 125 gold. Can't save you? What do you mean I can't save here? I'm trying to save my notes document. Okay. Oh shoot, we got time for another place. Now's the real question. Now that we would get down to just one more place. Do we go potions? Or do we go to the curiosities? Or do we take another progress point to visit all three? We could maybe do that. Depending on how much gold I have at the end of the next thing, will determine if we're going to use a progress point to go to another place or not. What do you think, Danny? Do you think curiosities or potions? Oh, it's tough. Speaking of, I really need to get a third monitor. I've got too many things that are in the background that I can't see. Roll it for D6. 1 to 2 for potions, 3 to 4 for curiosities, 5 to 6 for both. See, this is why I need a third monitor. I would love to have a roll 20 on like a vertical monitor over here, so I don't have to keep finding it. 6. We're gonna be using a progress point, and I don't really mind doing that either. So I'm going in this. I'm just gonna pick the top one, which I think it's the potions one. So I'm gonna go to the potions one. And my thinking is I'm going to be spending the time. I'm going to just, Smokey the Bear really wants to check out Arcana Lane. So I'm planning on going to both. However, if I run out of money in the potions, I will probably save the progress point. Since there would be probably no reason to go to the curiosities. But, real quick, let me write this note down about... I will save... the world. That's right, Smokey there will. Zhentil soldier will ask me on a quest. And what did it... I'm going to go back to it real quick. What did it say that I'm going to... something about a mouth of a skull? Your destiny lies... Let me write this down real quick. Your destiny lies in the mouth of a skull. Okay. Now, we're going to go to potions, 294. You enter the potion, Pazar's Potion Emporium through a low doorway, and inside the antique gloom of the shop, there are several other customers moving about, casually browsing through different categories of items. The walls of this grand establishment are lined with tightly crammed shelves. At the far end of the shop, behind a wooden counter, is a stout dwarf in rich burgundy robes. His face is partially obscured by a complicated-looking array of beakers and tubes, and his wild gray hair sticks up like a bush of nettles. No doubt this is Pizar, and he ignores your arrival, absorbed in his work of combining strange-colored liquids. You peruse the shelves. There's an entire shelf reserved for healing potions at 150 gold a bottle. No! But I do think I'm gonna look. I'll look and see. That 150 gold was just from the fight. I'll look at my sheet and see how much I started with. I doubt I'm gonna have started with 25. I don't think I would have started. I don't think any D&D class starts with 25 gold. You also see a potion of hill giant strength, a potion of flying. Suddenly, as you peruse the shelves, there's a small shattering noise, and you look across the shop at a halfling laughing. He is holding an empty bottle. Hey, pay first, then drink. Oh wait, Pizar is shouting at the halfling. Hey, pay first, then drink, you thief! The halfling ignores the dwarf, and as you watch, you can see that he is not really a halfling anymore. He is growing quickly. Bloody Nora, get him out! Get him out! Someone grab him! Get him out of the street! He'll destroy my ceiling! If you wish to try and help Pizar, I will, because I think if I help Pizar, he may give me a discount on these sweet drinks. DC is 14. 14 what? Make an athletics check. I'm pretty strong for a big bear. Athletics +2. 16. Yes. 141. I'm just gonna scroll to 141 so I don't have to zoom in, zoom out. So I just push him as he's growing. He's still not as big as. Oh no! What was it? What did I say it was? 121. As quickly as you can, you make your way across. Nope, that's not it. What was it? Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. 141. Thank you, Danny. Not wasting another moment, you run over, grab the large laughing halfling. As you do this, randomly think, what an excellent tongue twister that would make. Throw him over your shoulder and stride out of the shop, grunting with the effort. Once out on the street, you drop him and he falls back into the street, and now at least 6 feet tall and still growing. A small crowd gathers around. Thank you, Pizar shouts to the door behind you, and you turn and re-enter the shop, wiping your brow, and you find him back behind his beakers. Get that a lot, do you? You ask, a little, but put out that he's not more grateful. Yeah, really. You nearly broke your back carrying out that inflated... Okay, I don't think you could say... Yes? Oh, yes? Oh, I do really appreciate it. I'll give you 10% discount on a purchase. How's that? Thank you. 476. 10% discount. I don't know if I still have enough money. Do I? It's gonna be close. You browse the wares. There's a wide range of bizarre potions available here. Okay. Okay, so top right is all of the potion amounts we can do. Potion of flying, hill giant strength, healing, gaseous form, growth, mind reading, necrotic resistance. 10% off. So 10% off of a healing potion would be 135. So I would still be 10 gold short, but I probably started with some. Let me see what it says I started with. I started with 10. So I've actually got 135. Is that exactly what I needed? That would take all my money, though, for one potion of healing. Oh, chat. Anything you think I really, really need? So 135 would wipe me clean. Healing is useful. So a potion of healing. Let me see which one that is again. Potion of healing. Oh, that's just the 2d4 plus 2. I don't know if it's worth going broke for 2d4 plus 2. I have, I've got Healing Touch, which is, or Healing Ward, I mean, which is 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. I mean, I could do that 6 times, really. So it seems pretty expensive to wipe myself out for that. But then again, okay. So since we have decided that I'm going to be going to multiple ones, it does say that you only add that progress point if it's your first time. So how about I go to the other shop, the other magical shop, check out their wares, and then that way I can kind of compare and contrast and find out what exactly I want to do. If I want to do the potions or the magical items. I think that makes sense. Let me real quick. So we may be recording Halfway to Heroes tonight, and I just need to check my phone and make sure. It just depends on what time Barry's gonna be available. So I need to try to stay. Okay, for now, let's go to. So I'm going to go back to 12. And then from 12, I'm going to go to Magical Curiosities, 232. And we did, so I am indeed going to be up to 2 progress points now. You pull the door open of Malusha's Magical Curiosities and enter. And inside is dimly lit, warm golden light spilling over the tables and shelves on a large assortment of strange and fascinating artifacts. In the middle of the shop, you see an actual tree growing. This is Smokey the Bear's kind of place. The thick trunk of an ancient oak grows out of the floor and ascends upwards through the ceiling. At the far end of the shop is a set of stairs that turns and ascends the upper floor. On a corner of a polished wooden banister is perched a small girl reading a book. Welcome, valued customer. How may I help you? The girl, who never gives her name, begins showing you around the shop. So she hops down off her chair. Follow me. Apparently there is no sort of order here. The items are scattered about haphazardly, and finding anything is more or less the luck of the draw. This is our special item shelf. Have you a look? See anything you like? You are unsure where Malouche is, if even he exists, but this little girl's doing an excellent job of showing you around. Shop has a wide range of spell components. Consult the as you're perusing, the girl reaches up, sitting in a box on tiptoes, takes a small wooden box down. Would you like to see something really special? It's a challenge. If you pass, you can get an enchanted ring, but only if you get one chance to pass. Cost 10 gold. Oh, wait, so... Oh. It's quite dangerous. You could die. Oh, okay. So I got a couple questions here. So, all of these are priced way out of my range. Like, it's not even close. But, this little challenge, I think I want to do. I'm going to do this challenge. I might die, but I'll do it. Wow, that's a lot of really good items, though. Why are they all so expensive? I guess I could come back. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that she was just Malouche. Oh, you know what, Randall? I probably should have gotten a lot of gold at the end of the last adventure. I think we're going to end this stream with me trying this little challenge. And then I will go back and watch the end of the last stream and see if I was supposed to have more gold. I obviously did not play bury the Smokey the Bear, but I'll just act like I took that. Okay, 432. The little girl giggles. I was hoping you would say that. All of a sudden, you feel your form changing as if your body is being sucked out of reality itself, and the space starts whooshing past your eyes. Your vision concentrates on the lock of the little girl, the box the little girl is holding, and you feel yourself traveling towards it with a pinpoint accuracy. The entirety of your being is squeezing itself into the small opening. Everything goes black. Go to map 8. Am I stuck in a little box? You awake in a spacious room with stone doors at the far end. Through the doors, you can see a table, which has something small on it. Right at the center, there is another table before you, and on the table are 3 jars, each bearing a label bearing a word. Looking closer, you see that the jars contain dust or powder of some sort. Each jar contains a different colored powder. You remember the little girl's words. It's a challenge. If you pass, you can get an enchanted ring, but you only get one chance to pass. What exactly is this challenge? Do I explore the room, or do I go and look at the table? Oh, it's gonna be like the fucking Harry Potter challenge, probably. Okay. I mean, I think I want to go to the table and see what's up. 191. You make your way towards the open stone doors, beyond which lies a second table. As you get closer, you see that there's a small gold ring on the table. On either side of the table, strangely, are 2 huge stone statues, giant warriors standing sentinel. I'm not going to pick up that ring. To retreat to the first table with the jars. Yes. Go to that. I am not going to pick up that ring until I know. You make your way back to the first room. Obviously, the challenge is getting the ring, but you don't really like the idea of fighting your way through the stone guardians. To inspect the jars? I'll check out the jars real quick. You peer down and have a closer look at the jars. There are 3 of them, and each contains a powder of some sort. They are also labeled. The one on the far left, containing a red powder, is labeled Sesame. The middle one, containing a brown powder, is labeled DIR. And the one on the right, containing a blue powder, is labeled Ashvin. The little girl said that you only had one chance to get this right. Hey, I don't mind, chat. If you right now, I don't know which of the three I should inspect. So is anything sticking out to you, Danny? Or should I just try to inspect like the first one? Seznine. Dire. Check out the red. Which one's the red? Seznine. Alright, let's go. 330. You reach into the jar and take out a small amount of the dust, raising it to your nose. You take a careful sniff and immediately begin sneezing and coughing uncontrollably. I read that word as sneezing and I was thinking, you feel your airways begin to close and breathing becomes near impossible. The sensation combines with the same sucking feeling you felt earlier, and your body dematerializes. Everything goes black and suddenly you're back in the shop. Oh no, dear. I thought you would pass the challenge, but it appears not. Oh well. Really? I failed it? What do you think that challenge was? I wonder what... Oh, now I'm really curious. Oh, what was it? It's something with the names. Yeah, I saw that one and I thought it looked like sneezing, and I'm thinking that it may have, if you like rearrange the letters, it may have spelled out sneezing. But even so, I don't know what the other spelled, but alright, well, I think this is a good stopping spot for now, because I may buy something in this shop, but first I need to go back and watch my last playthrough that was from like a year and a half ago and find out if I got any money from that. So thank you all so much for watching. Next week we will be continuing this adventure. I will do a recap, so if anybody missed any part of the adventure, I will try to recap it. Couple things. If you're not yet following us on this Twitch channel, please do. Please click that heart. Follow us, because we've got a ton of really cool content on this channel, and we're still growing. I've got sneeze and dry. I don't know what the third one was though. We're still growing this channel, still adding more and more content to it. Now, every single Monday, we've got Modris Bloodsport Association, or MBA, where me and Gerundu are co-DM / commentators on an arena sporting event, where we have different rotating cast of players come in and try their hand at the event. It's a ton of fun. Cannot wait for episode 2 already. Tomorrow, we are playing A Night of Fright, Part 2. Steven Pinkotai is releasing Night of Fright Part 2, the Scooby-Doo themed adventure, tomorrow. He's going to release it in the morning, I think, or afternoon, and that night he is going to DM for us that adventure. And Danny, Vanish. Oh, sneeze, dry, vanish. And Danny will be playing Velma tomorrow. No. Danny will be playing Daphne tomorrow. Tiana will be playing Velma. I will be playing Scooby-Doo, so I gotta do a Scooby-Doo voice again. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. The last one was like insanely good. Everybody really role played their character that they were playing really well, which was hilarious. And I'm really glad that Steven made a part 2. We're all level 10 now. I'm probably played a level 10 or higher maybe twice in my life. So I'm very excited to get to play a level 10 Bard with Scooby Snacks as Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. And Saturday I may be playing a one-shot horror themed adventure with some patrons. That's not officially announced yet, but I'm leaning towards it. I want to get a lot more content up on this Twitch channel because I have a lofty goal of hitting 500 followers by December 31st, 2020. I really want to go into 2021 with 500 Twitch followers. We're far off. We're like only barely over half of that goal. But I think if we hit it hard enough, I think we might be able to do it. And I think with your help, we could do it. So if you know anybody that watches any Twitch streams at all, if you could talk to them and tell your family members, your friends to follow this Twitch channel. We're really, really trying to gun for that goal. And again, obviously check out all the other shows on the Just Goose Network. And thank you all so much for watching. I think I mean I have a lot of fun doing these solo adventures, and it's always so fun when I have people in chat helping me out. So continue to keep coming in. Yeah, tune in tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for the Scooby-Doo thing. Saturdays would probably be 7:30 or 8 o'clock Eastern PM. And yeah, I'll talk to you all then. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.